Good morning, dear student. This is Shahzad sir, and in this lecture, I am going to explain you about Griffith experiment. Dear students, British biologist Frederick Griffith he performed one experiment in 1928. What was the experiment and what are the point in the experiment and what was the aim of the experiment? Everything I'll explain you here in detail. So don't skip and just watch the video till the end. So dear students, Frederick or Griffith Frederick experiment, it is based on the use of bacteria. What is the name of the bacteria? He used one bacteria there for his experiment, and the name of the bacteria is Streptococcus pneumoniae. Streptococcus pneumoniae is the name of the bacteria. Dear students, this is the bacteria he used. Why he used this bacteria? Because this bacteria Streptococcus pneumoniae, it causes pneumonia disease, and because of the pneumonia the death of the human and the other animal or mammals occurred. So at that time in 1928 there was no cure for the pneumonia, and that's why he used this bacteria to get the cure of this bacteria, the Streptococcus pneumoniae. To kill this bacteria, he performed this experiment, and he just wanted to have the cure or the solution of this problem of Streptococcus pneumoniae, which causes the disease pneumonia. So what he did and what he used, which material he used for his experiments, here I'll explain in detail. Dear students, what is the bacteria name he used for his experiments? The name of the bacteria is Streptococcus pneumoniae. He used two genetic variety of this bacteria, and two genetic variety or two strains of this bacteria, means two type of two species of this bacteria. Type number 1 is S bacteria and type number 2 is R bacteria. So dear students, this S bacteria is one type, and I'll explain few characteristics of this S bacteria. So both are these S and R type are the Streptococcus pneumoniae, means two genetic varieties of this bacteria. S strain, this S strain is smooth, its wall is smooth and capsulated, means it is having one cover which is called capsule, so that's why it is capsulated, and its wall is its body is smooth. So this S for smooth. So this S strain of this Streptococcus pneumoniae bacteria, it is smooth and capsulated, means it is having smooth body and it is having cover capsule, and it is virulent, means it is dangerous, it was killer, it is killer, and that's why it is called virulent, and it is pathogenic because it causes the disease pneumonia. So that's why it is pathogenic. So it is pathogenic because it causes disease pneumonia, it is virulent because it is killer disease, it is having smooth body, that's why S is there, and it is capsulated because one capsule as a cover is there. So this is about the S strain, first type of first genetic variety of the Streptococcus pneumoniae. Now we'll see about the R strain. R strain, this is the second variety of this Streptococcus pneumoniae, because he used both of this variety for his experiment in on the mice, on the rat, on the mouse. So dear student, let's see some characteristic feature of this R strain. R strain, R for rough because it is not smooth, its surface is rough, and second it is non-capsulated, means it is not having that covering, it is not having that layer, that's why it is non-capsulated, unlike this capsulated S strain. So it is R means rough, it is having rough skin, and non-capsulated means it is not having capsule. It is non-virulent because it is not responsible for the death of the disease, death of the living organism, because it is not killer, and non-pathogenic because it doesn't cause this disease pneumonia. So it means this is normal strain of this Streptococcus pneumoniae. So dear students, I hope you have understood about these two strains, S strain and the R strain. Now we'll see the experiment of the Griffith. He used mouse or rat or mice for his experiment, and this bacteria Streptococcus pneumoniae, it's two genetic variety, S strain and R strain. So it's his experiment is divided into 4 steps, and after I'll explain all that 4 steps one by one here in a very easy language, in a very simple explanation, as well as at last I'll explain about its conclusion, what happened at last after the conclusion of this experiment of the Griffith. So dear student, this is its experiment having 4 steps, and this is step number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's see step number 1. What happened in the step number 1 and what he did in the step number 1. So dear students, he used one mouse, the animal mouse, and in the mouse of that body, in the body of that mouse, he injected R strain. Which strain? This R strain, which is rough, non-capsulated and non-pathogenic and non-virulent. So dear students, in the body of this mouse, he injected this R strain, and when he injected R strain into the mouse body, what happened? He observed there was no pneumonia. There was no pneumonia, and because of no pneumonia, there was no death of mouse, means mouse was surviving. This is the first step of the Griffith experiment. R strains, it concludes that R strain is normal and it is not responsible for the death of mouse. Then the second step. In the second step, he again used one mouse, and in the body of that mouse, he injected S strain. Dear students, you are well familiar with the S strain. S strain is smooth, capsulated, virulent and pathogenic. It is dangerous, it causes death. So he did the second step. He used in the second step S strain of the Streptococcus pneumoniae bacteria, and when he injected this S strain into the body of the mouse, what happened? The mouse developed pneumonia, means mouse was having that disease pneumonia, and because of the pneumonia, the death of the mouse occurred. So mouse died because of this S strain. So it indicates after these two steps, we come to know that S strain is dangerous for mouse because it causes disease, pneumonia, and R strain is normal because it doesn't cause pneumonia. Now we'll go for the third step. Third step, dear student, third step, this one is the third step. In the third step, what he did, he actually heated the S strain and killed this S strain. So this material is called heat killed S strain. So this is again S strain, but this time it was killed by hitting by the Griffith. So heat killed S strain, because this is normal S strain and it is dangerous. So he killed this S strain, and after killing this S strain by hitting, heat killed S strain was injected into the body of the mouse. And what happened? When heat killed S strain injected into the body of the mouse, what happened? The observation was there was no pneumonia disease because he heated this S strain, and because of heating, this S strain was killed. So that's why it is called heat killed S strain. When it is injected into the body of the mouse, what happened? There was no pneumonia, and because of the no pneumonia, there was no death of the mouse, and mouse remained normal, or there was no death. In the next step, in the fourth number or the last step of the Griffith, he used the mixture of these two strains. Look at this fourth step. This is step number 4. In the step number 4, he used the material of R strain. This is R strain. It is normal. It doesn't cause the death. And heat killed S strain. Mixture of this R strain and heat killed S strain. Dear students, look at this first step. R strain is not responsible for the death. And heat killed S strain. Heat killed S strain, again it is not responsible for the death. So in the fourth number step, he used the mixture of this R strain and heat killed S strain. So mixture of this heat killed S strain, when it is injected into the body of the mouse, what according to us should be the result? The result should be there should not be no disease, there should be no death. But he was surprised to see the conclusion, or when he observed the body of the mouse developed pneumonia, and he was surprised because of the pneumonia the mouse died. The death of the mouse occurred, but he was surprised that R strain is individually, it is not responsible for the death. Heat kill S strain is again not responsible for the death, but when he used the combination or the mixture of these two, R strain and heat kill S strain, there was the death of the mouse. So he concluded that this is about the experiment of the Frederick Griffith. Dear students, now he concluded that there was a transforming principle What was there? There was a transforming principle, and this transforming principle, in the fourth step, it converted this R strain into the live S strain, because this R strain he received or he gained this transforming material. What is that transforming material? At that time there was a word, there was a term, transforming principle, used by the Griffith for that material. Nowadays it is called DNA, but at that time in 1928 Griffith said that there was a transforming material which was transferred from this heat kit S strain into R strain, and because of receiving that heat transforming material, nowadays it is called DNA. This transforming material convert this R strain into S strain, and because of this live S strain, as you know, in the second step, this S strain is responsible for the pneumonia, and pneumonia causes the death of the mouse. So this is about this Griffith experiment. Thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you very much.